The hegemony had perfected neural domination across 1,000 worlds. Their psionic technology could rewrite any mind, reshape any will, turn the fiercest warriors into docile servants. They'd conquered entire civilizations without firing a single shot. They'd never tried it on someone who'd worked retail during Black Friday. Lieutenant Maria Blackwood woke up strapped to the neural reconditioning chair, 17 psionic probes attached to her skull. Around her, the hegemony's Council of Thoughts stood in their ceremonial robes, their elongated heads pulsing with bioluminescent patterns of supremacy. Human, the Prime Thinker intoned, his voice reverberating directly into her mind. Your primitive neural structure will be reformed. You will serve the hegemony. Resistance is... resistance is futile, Maria interrupted, yawning. Can we speed this up? I haven't had coffee yet. The council exchanged confused pulses. No species had ever been casual about neural reconditioning. Begin the procedure, the Prime Thinker commanded. Waves of psionic energy flooded Maria's mind. The hegemony's most sophisticated mental intrusion techniques, refined over millennia, designed to break down cognitive barriers and implant absolute obedience. They pushed into her consciousness, expecting to find simple animal thoughts easy to dominate. Instead, they found the mental equivalent of a fed-up customer service representative who just worked a 16-hour shift. Oh, you want to reprogram my mind? Maria's thoughts hit them like a brick. Cool. Let me show you what's already in here. The Prime Thinker recoiled as Maria's memories flooded through the neural link. Not classified military secrets or tactical knowledge, just pure, unfiltered retail experience. Customers screaming about expired coupons. Kevin from management explaining why she couldn't have a raise despite perfect performance reviews. That one lady who wanted to return a clearly used toaster after 3 years. What is this? The Prime Thinker gasped. Tuesday, Maria replied. Want to see Black Friday? Before they could disconnect, she unleashed it. The chaos, the stampedes, the 43 consecutive hours without sleep. The customer who tried to fight her over the last discounted television. The way she'd smiled through it all. Dead inside but perfectly polite. Her psyche transformed into something beyond their comprehension. The Council of Thoughts screamed in unison. Your mental defenses are incomprehensible. The secondary thinker whimpered, purple blood dripping from his nasal cavities. Mental defenses? Maria laughed, a sound that made reality shiver. This isn't defense. This is just my normal state. You want to break my will? Corporate already did that. You want to control my mind? I've been dissociating since 2019. The psionic probes sparked and failed. The neural reconditioning chair began to smoke. The hegemony's most advanced mind control technology met something it couldn't process. A human who'd already survived worse psychological torture than they could imagine, and considered it just work. Please, the Prime Thinker begged, trying to sever the connection. But Maria had figured out how the link worked. Retail had taught her to multitask. You know what your problem is? She said, reversing the flow of the neural interface with the same energy she used to process 17 returns while restocking shelves and training a new employee. You've never dealt with the public. Let me educate you. Through the connection, she began implanting her own experiences into their pristine, ordered minds. The customer who'd screamed at her for 20 minutes about corporate policy she didn't make. The time she'd been written up for not smiling enough while dealing with a man who'd thrown products at her. The beautiful moment she'd finally quit by announcing it over the store intercom during rush hour. One by one, the Council of Thoughts fell to their knees, clutching their oversized heads. Make it stop, they pleaded. Say please, Maria commanded. Please. The customer is always right. Say it. The customer is always right, they whimpered in unison. Good. Now you're going to release me, surrender your fleet, and implement a living wage across all conquered worlds. With healthcare. That's impossible. The economic structure. Maria shared the memory of her last performance review, where her manager explained why a 2% raise was actually generous despite record profits. We'll do it, We'll do anything. Within 6 hours, the hegemony had reformed into the galaxy's first universal basic income coalition. The Prime Thinker personally apologized to every conquered species while wearing a name tag that said, "Hi, I'm here to help." Admiral Jackson found Maria in the captured command ship's cafeteria, drinking coffee and reading a book. "Lieutenant, how did you defeat their entire psionic council?" Maria shrugged. "They tried to break someone who once got yelled at for 4 hours because we ran out of a sale item. After that, alien mind control is basically a spa day." The Admiral stared at her. "We should weaponize retail workers." "Geneva Convention," Maria said simply. "That would be a war crime." And across the galaxy, the hegemony's former leaders, now thoroughly broken, instituted mandatory courtesy training and reasonable work hours for all beings. They'd learned the hard way. You can't break what's already broken and reassembled itself out of spite.